What's going on, guys? So, I am in my brain, of course, thinking as I usually do while I have this long drive. Usually podcasts gets me thinking, and I write down notes, and I'll get back to the shit later, or I might forget, of course. But it's a lot of good shit that you can listen to that will get you to think, and that's the most important part of me listening to podcasts for me personally, is what I get out of it listening to podcasts. I'm either gonna learn some shit, I'm gonna gain some perspective, or it's gonna allow me to reflect on things based on the opinions of others who may share their perspective. If that makes sense? Yeah. Gaining perspective leads to me looking at things at a different angle, and also allows me to look at myself at a different angle. And it also, listening to podcasts also reminds me of shit that I often preach, which is another thing that I'm working on, obviously, is to act on the shit that I preach. Things like learn, act, grow. That's one thing that I'm mindful of on every day, that I'm aware of shit. So learn, act, grow deals with me looking at yesterday. What did I learn? What can I learn from yesterday? Today, what can I do to act on what I learned? Or what can I do to act on today in general? What can I do to get closer to my goals in life and shit? Things that I want to do, things that I have to do, instead of wasting my time bullshitting around, wasting my day. And if I do fuck up, okay, learn from that. What can I do the next day? Don't allow myself to say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Try to get the shit done still try to get the shit done. The day is still to be conquered all the way until I fall asleep, pretty much. And growing, that comes with natural. It's just a natural thing that will happen the more you experience shit. Whether you fail at something, whether you succeed at something. Success is something that's just, okay, you took that next step, awesome, towards your, the bigger goals that you have in your life, right? Those bigger things that you want to do. Growing is something that you're not, I don't know, you can be mindful of, you can be aware of it. Like, oh my God, you look back like, shit, man. You're learning that how much you grew from the past, all your past experiences. Like me, a year ago, I'm way better today than I was fucking a year ago, 6 months ago. Maybe, I don't know about yesterday, but that's the goal, right? Is to be better than you were yesterday, but maybe that's stretching it. I don't know. But this is in terms of everything. This is overall. My mindset, my physical activity, what I'm doing in my life. Am I reaching myself? Am I reaching my goals? Am I getting closer to them? Whatever. How good am I in Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai? Blah, blah. So on and so on. I forgot, of course, but a father and a husband. Can't forget about that. That's the most important thing. And that comes natural to doing everything that I'm doing in my life. Now, with going with my philosophy of learn, act, grow, what am I gonna grow into? What are my goals, pretty much? Are these the small little steps, your small little goals that you can achieve, pretty much? And what's the bigger ones? What's the bigger ones that you have to achieve? The long distance ones, the ones that are gonna take a minute for me to get to. One goal is to get my black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. That's gonna take about 10 years, or maybe whatever, maybe less, maybe more. Who knows? That's just on the average of what the average Jiu-Jitsu martial artist, how much time they put into it. When am I gonna? That's 10 years. When am I gonna become a teacher in Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai? When am I going to own my own gym? When am I going to move closer to the kids? I have all these things that I have in mind, all these goals, and they all have their time frame that they, I can say I'm going to get to this in this 5 years, but I've been doing that, and I don't know if I like that idea anymore. I used to deal with that when I was a filmmaker, I was saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that in 5 years' time. And that was my goal. And while I was reaching small baby steps, because I wasn't as ambitious as I could have been, the bigger goal for me with filmmaking was to make a feature film at least, so that I could submit it to film festivals and put it out there and get it on Netflix or streaming sites or anything that is gonna produce, give an impact in the world. That's what I was achieving for. That's what I was looking for. Now things have changed. I have a family that I care a lot about, and now I'm trying to be a little bit more realistic with my goals. Not that being a filmmaker is unrealistic, it's just a really difficult fucking path to go towards. It's, a lot of people are doing that, and now look at what we're doing with filming in general. Look, barely anyone's going to the movies anymore, and barely anybody is buying movies. People are streaming now. The times are changing, and you have to adapt and grow with them. What am I doing now? That's what I'm always trying to process things, what I'm doing, so that I can stay with the times and catch up. But I also have to make sure that I'm doing the things that I enjoy in my life, and not be miserable, of course. And I'm not miserable at this job that I'm working at. I was miserable in my other job, and I'm happy where I am now, finally. Like, I'm chill. This is not where I want to be for the rest of my life, but it's allowing me to focus finally on what I need to focus on, which is doing my thing. I'm just sharing my thoughts. Anything that may help you, anything that gives you perspective, I just hope that it works out. But ultimately, what I'm trying to say with this message overall is to really think about what you're doing in your life. What are you spending your time doing in your day? How are you valuing your time? Are you taking it for granted? Are you fucking wasting it on your cell phone? Spending it endlessly on worrying about bullshit that you cannot change? Are you worrying about other people? Are you arguing with other people? Are you on social media just scrolling endlessly? Are you watching Netflix all day, binge watching something because you enjoy it so much and you want to share it with the your people? You want to share it with your friends and family and shit on Facebook or social media, whatever. What are you doing with your time? And it's up to you what you want to do with it, right? A lot of people like to make the excuse, I don't have the time for this. I don't have the time to work out. I don't have the time to make myself better. I don't have the time to go strive for my goals because I have to do this. I have to feed my family. I don't have the time to, whatever the fuck you don't have time for. A lot of people make that fucking common excuse that they don't have time. And I feel fucking bad for people with that mindset. I was one of those people. I was that person. Until I realized, holy shit, wait a minute. Oh, I had a wake-up call with so many different times that time is your time, pretty much. It's your time here. You don't know how much time you have left on this world. What are you going to do with it? It's up to you to manage that time, right? It's up to you to figure that shit out. What are you going to do with it? And you have all your addictions. You have all these things. You have people, what you're consuming and shit. The way you were raised, your past, all this shit has an effect on how you manage your time. And you have to sit there and write shit down to figure out what the fuck is going on. What is this puzzle? It's a puzzle. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle of figuring out how to manage your fucking time. Because only you can do it. No one else can fucking do it for you. I mean, sure, you can give it to other people to do it for you, but you have to pay them. But is it gonna work? Is it gonna be effective? You don't know. Ultimately, I just want people to be aware of how much time you're putting into things. Are you valuing it? Are you putting value in your time? Are you putting more value in your life for yourself? Because when you make excuses and you feel depressed and you're miserable and you hate your life and you think life sucks, you think this whole fucking world sucks because all the bullshit that's going on, it's a problem with you, and you have to face it. It's a reality that you have to face it. It's hard, it's difficult as fuck, but it takes time. A lot of time that I have here. Anyway, value life, value time. I'm William, and I know nothing!